You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Oh, good afternoon and welcome to The Roberts Show. I'm so glad you took the time out of your schedule to join us today. You know, as I always say, go to that refrigerator, get that pop, get that sandwich, get you some drinks and beverages, and call a friend and let them know that The Roberts Show is on the air. We don't want you to miss anything, so that's why I say go to the refrigerator and get you a beverage, get you a sandwich, get you some chips or something so that you don't miss out on anything on today's show. We have a great show for you today. I have a young man here today. He's 23 years old, and he calls himself the King of Hygiene. And he's going to be with us today, and he's going to let us know exactly what he does and what he means by he's the King of Hygiene. We're going to discuss that today. He's a real young man. I'm very proud of him. We've been talking all afternoon, and I'm finding out a lot of things about him and learning some things about him. And I wish we had more young people that were like him. So we're going to be discussing the mouth today, oral hygiene, and just health in period. We're going to be discussing that. So we're going to get ready and go to a commercial break. And when we come back, he'll be up here with me, and we're going to even open the phone lines today. This is something I haven't done in a while, and you can call in if you have a question. And so we're going to go to a commercial, and then we'll be right back. Thank you.
You had a chance to do it all over. What if you found that chance to make things right, to take back from what the enemy has stole from you? It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and fight for the battle of righteousness. It's yours, and we take it by force.
Beat 'em up, man.
Well, welcome back. I have with me now Hakeem Taylor, And I want to welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming today.
Oh, thank you for having me on here today.
So you call yourself King of Hygiene or the Hygiene King?
Yes, the Hygiene King.
Hygiene King.
Yes.
And could you sort of explain that for us, please?
Well, I'm very knowledgeable on, a lot of different health topics, and I have a health hour show where, a lot of different guests come on there and, talk about health related topics, and I mostly talk about oral hygiene. And, the purpose of the show is for, spread awareness on health and, hygiene. So, thought it was a pretty catchy name, especially since my name is Akeem. So it could be Akeem, the Hygiene King.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I like that. I like that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So when you say oral hygiene, what are we actually going to be discussing or talking about when it comes to the oral part of hygiene?
Well, it's a lot of like diseases and illnesses that can come from not taking good care of your oral hygiene, and such as heart attacks and strokes. And a lot of people don't know that. And, taking care of your oral hygiene is something that a lot of people don't, take as serious as they should. And I just want to, spread knowledge and awareness on, the consequences of, not taking good care of your oral hygiene.
And so how should we be taking care of our oral hygiene?
Well, just make sure you visit the dentist regularly and make sure you floss and brush your teeth, especially before you go to sleep, because, when you're asleep, you're not eating or drinking anything, so you don't have an opportunity to, wash your mouth out. So all the food and that you've been eating and all the sugar and stuff is just sitting there overnight, and the bacteria in your mouth eventually, gets to the food. And anything, any living organism, when it eats, there's a byproduct.
Yeah, they're feeding off of it.
Yes, and just like how we go to the bathroom, the bacteria go to the bathroom except on our teeth, and that's what we refer to as plaque. And that's why people wake up with, morning breath, and their breath is always like really bad because they haven't rinsed their mouth out in 8 hours. So all that bacteria has just been sitting in, doing what it does in their mouth, like, all night.
Well, I've learned something. I didn't know that you could have a heart attack from or your hygiene not being, as far as your mouth is concerned, not being taken care of properly.
Yes, it's because the plaque that forms in your mouth can eventually get to your bloodstream. And, a lot of people have seen those commercials where, like, the blood thinners, and it'll show, like, plaque blocking the blood flow. That's really what happens because, once it gets to your bloodstream, it's one more hurdle that your white blood cells and your red blood cells have to go over, so they don't flow as well. And like if you get enough plaque and like let's say you completely clog a vein or an artery like with plaque, the blood will stop flowing and eventually can lead to a heart attack or a stroke.
Wow, wow, wow. I hope you're listening very carefully to him. He works in a dental office, and the dental office was organized by his parents. So the dental office there too, I understand.
Yes, we have a east side and west side location.
Okay, give us those locations.
Uh, the name of the dental office is Conant Gardens Dental Center, and the east side location is on 7 Mile between Conant and DeQuinder, and the address is 2430 East 7 Mile Road, and the phone number for the east side location is 313-893-9310. And for the west side location, it's located on Livernois and 6 Mile, and the address for that is 17710 Livernois Avenue. And the phone number for the west side location is 313-340-9709. If
Okay.
anybody needs to make a dentist appointment.
Okay, so what is your background?
Well, I'm 23 years old. I graduated from Renaissance High School, and I went to Eastern Michigan University. But when my dad started getting sick, I decided that I had to, be closer to home to help out. So now I'm at Wayne State University.
And your studies?
Biology.
Biology.
Yes.
Okay, biology. And biology deals with all parts of the anatomy and everything else, really, doesn't it?
Yes, it's, basically a study of life from the biggest things to the smallest things, like, microscopic level all the way to, ecosystems.
You must be pretty smart,
Uh,
because biology is not an easy subject.
yes, no, it's not. It is definitely not an easy subject.
So, okay, tell us about you.
Uh, well, I mean, I'm a pretty interesting guy, I'd say, but
Are
I
you
have,
single? Are you single?
no, I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You got caught.
Yeah, well, at least I got caught by a good one,
Oh,
so,
well, that's good. That's good. That's good.
yes.
So, I understand that on Tuesdays, you have a group of young people that get together and network together at the bistro over on Livernois.
Yes, it's a event called Millennial Madness where a group of, young entrepreneurs from, the Metro Detroit area really come together to network and, meet new people and advertise their businesses and, really get to, put themselves out there because the owner of 1917 American Bistro, where we have our events, he's, very for helping out the city. And, I'm really for helping out the city. So, we just, came up with he allowed me to exercise this idea and, use this space. So,
Okay. So, what exactly do you all do?
well, usually we'll set up like vendoring tables to advertise. Like, we have clothing brands. Like, one of the clothing brands is called City Limits.
And this is all headed by young people, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And we have, painters, we have photographers, we have bakers, we have,
You name it.
yes, whatever you need, we got it.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
and it's all like,
And this
self-brand.
is at the American Bistro,
Yes.
1717, is it?
1917 American
1917.
Bistro.
I'm always getting numbers wrong. And this is every Tuesday at 6.
Yes, every Tuesday.
So, you hear this, you can go to the bistro every Tuesday and check out what the young people are doing as far as being entrepreneurs. And I also understand that they have a talent show that they provide there and everything. So it's a place to check out if you want to have some entertainment, if you want a good meal, because the food is really good at the bistro. So
Yes.
we want you to check that out on Tuesdays at 6 p.m.
Yes.
1917 American Bistro. And we're going to go to a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to open up the phone lines. You can call us at area code 313-868-0342, 868-0351, or 868-4336. Once again, these are 313 numbers, 868-0342, 868-0351, 868-4336. So if you have any type of questions, you can just give us a call, and we'll do our best to answer them. I'm sure Hakeem is quite astute, and I'm sure that he might have answers for you. And if you want to know anything about me or about the show, The Robert Show, you can give us a call. If you would like to be a guest, give us a call and let us know, and I'll see about bringing you on the show. So right now we're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, the phone lines will be open.
What if you had a chance to do it all over? What if you found that chance to make things right? To take back from what the enemy has stole from you. It's time to wake up. and we take it by force.
Beat 'em up, man.
Wondering how I'ma get out, or should I stay right in the same place? Oh,
To the Robert Show. We're here at TV 33 WHPR, and my guest today is Hakeem Taylor. And right now we're going to talk about generational conditioning.
Yes.
I know I said it wrong, I know that, but you can explain it.
Yes, it's this phrase that I like to call generational conditioning, and it's where, bad habits are passed on from generation to generation,
Yeah.
especially like in our community. And like one thing, I hear a lot is like stuff like high blood pressure runs in the family. But really, high blood pressure is more times than not linked to your diet. So if you have high blood pressure and you feed your kids the same food that gave you high blood pressure,
Quite naturally.
of course high blood pressure is going to run in the family if you guys are doing the same thing. But a lot of times people don't realize that, so they just, feed their kids the same thing that, they're eating, because a lot of times that's what their parents fed them.
Hmm.
So if you guys keep, passing down these patterns of like foods that cause high blood pressure, then, you're conditioning your children at a young age to, basically follow the footsteps that lead to high blood pressure.
So what should we be eating then?
More natural foods, like things that grow, and, things that aren't fried. Try to lay low on the fried foods, low in salt, because, salt is one of the main things that, lead to high blood pressure. And, in our community, we have this diet called, well, this specific food group that we call soul food.
I
And
love it.
yeah, it's really good, but almost everything in there has high amounts of sodium.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're
So
eating.
we should watch our salt intake, in other words.
Yes,
Read the
definitely.
labels. Read your labels on your when you're at the grocery store, because it'll tell you the content and how much of what is in your food. So I do understand that, because it's good to eat healthy, and I eat more healthier now than I was doing. I eat a lot of vegetables and fruits,
Right.
and grains and things of that nature. I try to stay away from pork as much as I can.
Yes,
Even though
definitely.
us as black folks, we love our pork. So,
Yes, we
but
do.
I try to stay away from it, and I try to really stay away from fried foods as much as possible. So it's blood pressure can come from what we eat, and not necessarily a generational curse, because of our parents and our forefathers. What they ate and what they fixed, we learned how to eat that same thing. So you just got to change your eating habits. So look, we're going to open these phone lines now. So if you have a question for us, you can call us again at 313-868-0342, 868-0351, 868-4336. So give us a call, and we'll try to answer your questions to the best of our ability. So the phone lines are open, so you can give us a call. Meanwhile, we're going to go on. Hakeem he has a radio program here at this station, and I want you to give us the dial numbers and let the people know what time you come on and things of that nature.
Oh yes, I have a radio show called Health Hour with the Hygiene King, where like I said, I bring on different guests every week. It's so we could cover like a specific health topic, and I always open up the phone lines, so that way it'll be more of a citywide discussion. Because we're trying to reach as many people as possible, and it comes on every Monday at 12 o'clock from 12 to 1 on FM 88.1, and you can watch live on the TV33 app or on 881 FM, WHPR.com. So, it's definitely, we're out here trying to save lives. So, just give us a listen or a view, or, even call in if there's something that you wish more people knew about. Like, we could be talking about, the dangers of, high sugar diets, but if you want to add in something about, like cancer or something, we're open to anything that'll help save lives.
So, in other words, you talk about all topics that deal with health.
Yes.
Okay, that's really good. And your show was on today. So, what was the topic for today?
Today's topic was, talking more in depth about the generational conditioning. So, we were talking about not only, like I was talking about the high blood pressure, we were talking about like how a lot of parents who abuse their kids, a lot of times it'll lead them to being more violent when they reach my age, because, a lot of times parents will, beat their kids, but they won't actually take the time out to explain to them what they did wrong. So when they reach, 20, every time they're in an altercation, like they don't know how to resolve it by talking. The only thing that they've been conditioned to know.
It's a learn.
Yes.
You learn from
and
your
you learn
parents.
it at home.
Yes.
Right.
And so you have to be very careful what you do and what you say in front of your children, because
Definitely.
you're passing that on to them, and they'll grow up being violent and not even realizing why,
Right.
But this is something that's learned from their growth, from their younger years.
Right. That's why I like to refer to it as, generational conditioning, because, the generations before you passed on this conditioning. And
Very much so. Very
yeah.
much so. Well, I see no one must have any questions for us, because these phone lines aren't ringing at all. So I'm going to give you the numbers once again. 313 numbers: 868-0342, 868-0351, 868-4336. You can give us a call if you'd like, if you have a question that we might be able to answer for you. I've been on the station now a year, and I was supposed to be celebrating my 1-year anniversary, but I
Today?
decided just to postpone it till I could really do it like I really want to do it, because I really want to do it in a big way. And I was adding the numbers and everything I had to do. It was going to cost a lot of money, so I had to wait. I got to postpone it for a little while. But we appreciate you watching us week from week. This is The Roberts Show, and I thank you once again for watching. I thank Hakeem for being my guest on today. I'm going to have you back again. I'm certainly going to try
Thank
to make
you.
the meeting tomorrow at the Bistro.
Oh, yes, definitely. And the address, for anybody who doesn't know where it is, it's 19416 Livernois Avenue. 19416 Livernois Avenue. And the name of the restaurant is 1917 American Bistro.
And they're there every Monday
Yeah,
at 6 o'clock.
Well, every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, every Tuesday.
Every
Yeah.
Tuesday. So that's tomorrow at
Yes.
6 o'clock. So if you're not busy, if you want to get a good meal, go out and see what these young people are doing, because all young people are not bad. There are a lot of good young people. And I'm going to try to make this on tomorrow, because I can probably get some young people to come on the show, because
Yes,
that's what I'm
definitely.
about. I'm about trying to expose the young people and the good things that they're doing within the city that no one would ever know about. So I'm going to go tomorrow night. Hopefully I can get there tomorrow night. After I have another engagement, but I'm going to come by there when I leave that engagement because I should be through by 7:30 and get there by 8. And I'll still be in pretty good time just to mingle around. And they have vendors there with their wares and things of that nature, so you'll be able to do a little shopping. So go by and just check out what the young people are doing. Once again, I thank Hakeem for being my guest on today's show.
Oh, yes. Thank you
I
for
thank
having
you
me.
for watching. And we're going to sign off for right now. And don't forget, we'll be on the second Monday in October. We're on the second Monday and the fourth Monday of every month. So just tune in to us, and we're going to have a great show.
Yes,
I think it's been
definitely.
good today, and I thank you once again. So we're going to say goodbye to you. And thanks again for watching.
We sit back and enjoy real time. Discussing politics and things that make us tick.